So, first things first, let's go ahead and get our lighting files open. This is what we're going to want to look in first. And when you open it, it'll probably look relatively similar to mine, though you may not have already gone ahead and deleted the character. Uh, if you've not deleted your rig, you can go ahead and leave it for the time being. Something we're going to want to look for is if you have any remnants from earlier processes, such as simulation, to go ahead and clean all of that up. So for me, I would have to delete this anim skin. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into cache, Alembic cache, import Alembic, and you're going to want to make sure that you have all of your Alembics from the simulator. You're going to look for everything that has the render mesh tag underneath it, and you're going to go ahead and import all of those. When you do so, you should find that your project looks relatively similar to, give me a second, should look relatively similar to, this is the same version, never mind, I opened the same file twice. Look relatively similar to, I passed it again. There we go. Whoops, save that change, didn't need to, but we did. Awesome. Once it loads, just needs to load. There's not actually any errors, shh, don't worry about it. So, there we go. Now we have all of our Olympics in the scene. I'm assuming you went ahead and used this time to do so. Everything's all wonderful there, and you can tell that I think I've already applied the material to it. Yeah, okay, I have. If you have not applied all of your materials, that'll be our next step. So you'll want to open the Hypershade editor. You will select your first Alembic. You will go to Ali, Base Textures, right click and hold, assign material to selection. Make sure that your files all know where they are. For example, this one is still trying to use the test one, so let's remind it of where it actually belongs. We'll go ahead and select the roughness here, see that it found the tiles, select the color, and see that it did find the tiles, so we'll generate the preview that way. Now we can see that we have all of our render meshes going. Wonderful. But you all already knew how to do that. What you're actually here for is to figure out just what the heck to do with the mesh. At this time is when you would get rid of your rig, as you have all of your materials and assignments done. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that then. Next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to File, Import, and then you're going to want to find your Assets folder, and you're going to find Mash version 3. And then, very important that you do this so you don't end up with some crazy long names. You're going to want to check this box that says uncheck the box that says use namespaces. Resolve your clashing nodes with the file name. And this will keep you from getting really long names like Hearthstone Tenement Text V1 : Hearthstone Production Master Tenement 05 : Tenement. That's how you save yourself from getting all those crazy long names. And then you're going to go ahead and import it. Again, I have already done this step. So I will open my scene. We're not going to save anything to it. Fast computer go burr. And I didn't actually import it. Never mind. So we're going to open the scene that I did. Never mind, don't optimize it. If you optimize it, you'll break everything. So open scene. I don't know. You probably won't break everything, but I don't know. We'll go ahead and continue to the point where we have mash. And it's literally so simple, the way that we're going to do this. You are going to find your, in a second, in just a moment. This one's going to take a little bit longer to load because of all the mash. It's a lot of numbers for it to figure out. Cool. Uh, Something to note is that the hierarchy is going to get really big when you have the mash, since I can't really put things into groups without causing double influences, and I'm scared of doing that. Um, so I haven't done that. What you are going to look for, though, is you are going to look for this one name here, Ali Mash Wrap Blend Skin. This is pretty much the most important part of applying this install, is it'll save you from having to wrap all of the skin and the clothes. What you do is you select your body render mesh. So I went ahead and I grouped all of my limbics. So we have our body. You select that first, then you select your wrap blend skin, then you deform blend shape. When you've done that, you can come over to your blend shape right here. You can set it to 1, and you will note all of your mash follows, or all of your clothing mash and body mash follows, and it deforms properly during animation. Now you're probably sitting there going, that's all well and good and great. Can't help but notice my hair's gone. And you know what? That's an even easier fix. You know what we just did for one object on the whole whole body? Well, you get to open your Ali Geo wrap, and you see all of the hair that is sitting outside of its group. You just get to wrap it to the render meshes. So you would select, or not wrap it. Sorry, you select the render mesh. You'd go deform. You'd go blend shape. You also, it helps more if you actually select something for it to blend. So undo that. Select, this is the hair skin. So we'll select the hair, and we will deform blend shape, top. Cool, it's gonna think. There we go. It made the blend shape. Awesome. If we set this to 1, you'll note the mesh comes over there. Now you're probably sitting here going, this is a ton of things to blend shape. I don't want to do that. Uh, Fortunately, there's a faster way. If you select the bun here, and then you select the bun here, you can go ahead and you can deform blend shape, and then you can select, for example, I think this is left. Yeah, you can select left 4, and then you select left 4 down here, and you hit G, and it'll repeat the command. So it'll set your blend shape again. So then you select 3, G, and then you select 2, select 2, oops, select 2, you select 2, G. And you just repeat that until you have all of your hair done. And then what you do is you just go to their blend shapes and you turn the envelope. So you turn the envelope to 1. There we go. It was just being a little tricky. And that's it. That's how you install your mesh. Any questions? You can see it all follows behind her. And then if we move to like frame 94 where she's sitting down, and we go into, let's say, the camera view, I have to wait for the bar to slide back up before I can cue people into your chat. All right, there we go. Arnold, open Arnold, render view, render settings. Oh, I had it open on the other monitor. Haha. There you go. We can open that. Let's make sure we're in 540. No, we're not. Let's go ahead. 540, close. Arnold, open Arnold render view. Beautiful. And we will render. See what that looks like. Any questions?
No.
Yes.
So, so we have to do like each individual hair, like you said, like we have to select like every hair.
Yep. You would just keep repeating the process that I was doing.
So we have to
And
do like by selecting the whole geo altogether.
no, you don't want to do that. Because then what you're doing is you are blending every single object to the first object you selected, and then you're blending every single object to the second object you selected, and every single object to the, and you don't do that. It's, you have to go down the list, but if you use the shortcut that I was talking about, the G key, where it just repeats your key, then it's super simple. You don't even have to do the guesswork that I did from clicking over here. You can just go in your outliner, and the reason why I had you name the Olympics the way that I did is because you look here, you can go ahead and find everything that's hair is all together. You can group your hair. All right, so I'd call this hair group since it's my Olympic exports. I'm not afraid of grouping those. You just have all of those there and you run down the list. If it's got an L, it corresponds to the L. If it's got an R, it corresponds to the R. Easy, easy, beautiful cover. And you always select from your Olympics first. You select what is doing what is driving the deforming, and then you select what is being deformed. That's how you do your blend shapes.
So we have to like mesh only the character, right?
Just the character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The character is already set up for you where you just select what was it? Where's my body? Where you select the wrap blend skin and you blend shape that to the render mesh. That one you have to do that one's already set up for you. You just run it. And then the hair is just as simple as select this hair, or select this hair, then select this hair, and then wrap it. Any questions? Cool. I will stop recording.